Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Executive Director, Project Home, Sister Mary Scullion.
It's a great personal joy for me to introduce our next honoree, an international rock star, a visionary philanthropist, but most importantly, a truly magnificent human being, Jon Bon Jovi. Throughout his life, Jon has refused to let his fame and fortune shield him from the pain and sufferings of those who are struggling in our society. Jon knows firsthand the power of real opportunity coupled with determination and hard work. And he founded the Jon Bon Jovi Soul Foundation to extend a hand up to help people help themselves. Over the past 10 years, through Jon's generosity and leadership, over 1,000 families, veterans, and youth have found homes across our nation thanks to the Soul Foundation. And more than 55,000 meals have been served at the Soul Kitchen in Red Bank, New Jersey, at which everyone is welcome and meals are available to anyone regardless of their ability to pay. Together with his amazing and beautiful wife, Dorothea, they have just opened a second restaurant in Toms River, New Jersey, and together have created community restaurants that look like the hippest Soho Cafe, serve delicious farm-to-table meals, and invite diners to pay it forward with cash if they're able, and if not, to pay with volunteer hours. Most importantly, what Jon and Dorothea have created is a living, breathing testament to the fundamental dignity of every single person. Through his music and civic leadership, Jon has reminded us of what our world can be and should be, a place where everyone is served with dignity and where the opportunity to work and to participate in creating a more just and welcoming society is the mission of all of us. To the man who changes no's into yeses and persistently works despite any adversity, to the man with relentless determination who will not stop until all find their way home, even when the road is long and difficult, to Jon Bon Jovi, who welcomes all to his table. It is with deep respect, profound gratitude, and great affection that we pay tribute to you tonight. Please join me in welcoming our wonderful honoree, Jon Bon Jovi.
Thank you very much. Thank you, President Clinton. Thank you, Chelsea. And thank you to the CGI for this recognition. I also want to thank my mentor and my friend, Sister Mary Scullion, for her very kind words. My focus in philanthropy can be traced back to President Clinton's first inaugural speech, when he said, "There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured by what is right with America." I was one who took that phrase to heart. My friendship with the president dates back 20 years now. He was there when we officially cut the ribbon on the JBJ Soul Foundation. He's been to the Soul Kitchen, and he remains involved today as a true believer. Dorothea and I are both very humbled to call him our friend. The JBJ Soul Foundation was formed under the guise of sports ownership. In the beginning, we were playing Robin Hood, supporting many worthy local programs. But one night in 2005, I saw a homeless man asleep on a grate in front of City Hall in Philadelphia, and there it hit me. We didn't need a scientist to find a cure. I realized that this issue of homelessness could affect anyone, black, white, young, old, Republican or Democrat. In fact, most people in America are just one catastrophe away from financial ruin. When I asked a friend of mine to find me an expert in the field who could shepherd us, little did I know that the Michael Jordan of the homeless issue was based right in Philadelphia. Sister Mary Scullion, Joan McConnon, and Project Home. Now, to give you some context, Sister Mary has been a leading activist and advocate fighting for the rights of the homeless citizen for nearly 40 years. She racked up arrests through the 90s for leading homeless demonstrators into city council chambers. She set up protest encampments at 30th Street Station, and she harangued then former mayor, Governor Ed Rendell, outside his office for a week. Our friend, the governor, was quoted as saying, "Sister Mary is Philadelphia's Joan of Arc because so many people want to burn her at the stake." Today, she is known by both presidents and policymakers and was named one of Time magazine's most influential people. Now, when I first met Sister Mary, she said, "It'd be nice if we could raise just enough money to maybe pay for a row home in North Philadelphia." Well, I asked her, how much would it take to rebuild the block? And that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. President Clinton was there when we cut the ribbon on those first 26 homes, and 500 homes later, our friendship still continues. In 2008, the foundation's focus expanded to include the issue of food insecurity. Now, most of us know the statistics. In the most powerful country in the world, 1 in 7 Americans don't have enough to eat. 1 in 5 children are food insecure. This is not caused by drought, famine, or shortage. It's an issue of access and opportunity. So when we started the JBJ Soul Kitchen, the purpose was to serve an in-need and a paying customer. We are not a soup kitchen. We are not a pay-what-you-want model. Our in-need customer volunteers their time as payment, and our paying customers directly affect change by participating in our pay-it-forward model. There are no prices on our menus. Our pay-it-forward model is basically a fundraiser every single night. And we have a very delicious, healthy menu where no one who comes to our restaurant is identified as either in need or having paid it forward. We saw in our community that the stigma and shame of not knowing if you'll be able to feed your family could be overcome when people are treated with dignity and respect and are included in the process. Empowering the individual is the key to our model. It is not a handout, but rather a hand up. We've learned many lessons along the way, but there are still many more for us to learn. On this, the 10th anniversary of our foundation, I humbly accept this recognition on behalf of the volunteers, our staff, our board members, my wife Dorothea, and especially the 55,000 supporters who have dined with us and embraced this innovative idea. It is through the power of we, you, me, we, that President Clinton's quote, "There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured by what is right with America," lives on. Thank you all very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome